What's up, guys? It's Jeff the Iron Wolf here. As you can see, I'm working for it. Anyway, I have a quick video to do. And it's about this video I saw from John Talks Star Wars. If you don't know this guy, hey, he's a guy like me. He just gets in front of the camera. Sometimes he has a video, sometimes he doesn't. But he gets up and he speaks his mind. And he talks about stuff that's pretty freaking awesome. But anyways, he had this video about this one girl on YouTube who writes for, I think, StarWars.com, who says, we're not customers of Star Wars. And he goes in and he covers the gambit, basically takes her entire premise and blows it apart. Now, I'm not saying go attack the girl. I think it was Star Wars Girl Diva or something like that. I'd have to be lucky. I'll attach a video. But anyway, she basically tries to say because we're buying stuff from Hasbro, or we buy a book from Del Rey, or if we go to the theater and buy a ticket, we're not actually buying from Star Wars. I mean, John Talks Star Wars, he really nails on this one. And then the last one, which I will also cover, is we do not own Lucasfilm Limited or the Star Wars brand or anything, blah, blah, blah. Basically, she's telling us off that we're not actual customers, even though we buy stuff with a Star Wars logo stamped on it. And my only reaction is, this lady on Twitter has no utter freaking clue how business works. And John Talks Star Wars does a great analogy. So what he's basically trying to say, like, if you go and buy Colgate toothpaste from someplace like Walgreens or Target, and you're not actually giving money to Colgate, you're just giving money to Target, and you're only a customer of Target, not the product you bought. Which is completely true, that if you buy a product, it doesn't matter if you bought from Target or not, a cut of that money goes back to the person and people who made that product. In fact, some of that cost goes to the people like me who transport that unit to you. That gets baked into the cost, if you guys don't know. So, anyways, the point I'm making here is that this woman, and I'm not saying go attack her on Twitter when you go watch John Talk Star Wars, but just understand the fact, yes, we are customers. Because the reason why here, I'll give you all a perfect analogy example. We'll take The Force Awakens. It made $2.133 billion. If you think all of that went to Lucasfilms, you're nuts. And if you think that us buying tickets didn't generate that $2.1 billion, you're even crazier. Most of that, actually 100% of that money was ticket sale generated. And that $2.13 billion, this is how it kind of breaks down. Lucasfilms, they got the lion's share of it. I mean, after all is said and done, I think, if I recall correctly, just off that movie, on pure profit, Lucasfilm made something like $1 billion. The other $1 billion was what got chopped up into production costs, marketing costs, and paying theaters to actually run the film. And maybe it's not quite $1 billion what Lucas made, but it was damn near. It was like $700 million to $1 billion. It was somewhere in that ballpark, just pure profit what Lucasfilm made off The Force Awakens. That was off our ticket sales alone, which just proves this woman on Twitter. And again, just watch the video. She has no clue what she's talking about. Yes, we are customers. This is why Solo tanked so bad. Because the consumer base that Lucasfilm wanted to go see it didn't do it. Their numbers tanked. Now, as far as toys and books and all that, on top of licensing, I'd be willing to bet my last bottom dollar. Either Star Wars gets a royalty off everything sold, or they get a couple of pennies on the buck. They get a cut. I guarantee it. On top of licensing, they get a cut off that shit. Maybe ain't much, but they get a cut off the direct sale. I'd be willing to bet it on top of their licensing. It's because Star Wars brand. So, and John brought this up also. Even if they don't get a cut off of books, toys, and other extraneous sales, If the brand doesn't sell, the next time they go to license their brand, they ain't gonna make as much money. They're gonna get devalued. And if they get devalued enough, no one's gonna pick it up, and that value, and they're not even gonna sell anymore. So, yes, we are customers. We're the consumers. I don't know where this woman gets her delusions of grandeur from that we're not customers of Lucasfilm out of her goddamn mind. Without the brand, Lucasfilm is nothing. And ticket sales? Oh, yes, the fuck we are. Pardon my language. Yes, the hell, we are customers. Their ticket sales is what drives what they make. Plain and simple. That's it. How well that sells out the theaters is how well they're going to do. How much money they're going to make. That's why Solo's destined to lose anywhere from $80 million plus. The 80's already been confirmed, but a lot of us are assuming it's going to be a little bit more than that. Maybe a lot more than that. Especially what they were probably hoping to get off toy sales and other things that get attached to a movie like Solo. So, to that one woman on Twitter, that writer for StarWars.com who said we're not customers, bullshit. I'm a goddamn customer. I'm the consumer. Everything you said in that tweet was utterly and hysterically wrong. And you have no clue when it comes to business. So please, when it comes to business matters, apparently you're way the hell out of your depth. I'd highly advise you just don't shoot your mouth off. No, you're wrong and you've been wrong. Other than that, the whole thing of we don't own Lucasfilm Limited or Star Wars brand, of course we don't. We're not stockholder majority holders. We don't own crap unless you've actually bought Lucasfilm stock, which if you did it under George Lucas' reign, you probably made a hell of a lot of money. These days, probably not the best idea. I sure as hell won't. Not today, not anytime soon. But anyways, it's stuff like this when they say, oh, you're not a customer because of not even really reasons. Didn't even clearly define the reasons, just said, oh, you're buying from another company, so you're not an actual fan. Horseshit. I'm calling bullshit. So, yeah. I got nothing more on that. It's just, stuff like that just irritates the hell out of me. Anyways, I will talk to you all later. I got to do. Iron Wolf out.